Jordan and Tom, come on up, please, guys. Right, so Jordan, rematch with Stu. Last time out, you and I spoke before the bout, and although you recognised he was a challenge, I think, to be fair, I think he shocked you with the performance he put in that day. It was a very hard-fought bout, and I think that you felt maybe as the rounds went on he would fade, but he pushed you all the way that day.
Yeah, I remember speaking to you, like you said before, and I'd seen some of Stu's previous fights, sort of underestimated him a bit. Probably didn't train as hard as I could have, but yeah, he did. He went the whole 5 rounds, sticking on me the whole time. I just think I did enough just about, so this time I want to put a statement out there and be.
Well, that's what I wanted to say. You had that 5 rounds. You've admitted that maybe there was underestimation there. The game plan changing for this one, because you know from the commentaries that I followed your career, I've always rated you, but I sometimes feel, if I'm going to be honest, that I sometimes want to see you step on the gas more. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, no. Normally I just sort of like to sit back and box. Some judges like that, just seeing the odd clean shot here and there. Some judges like to see just pure pressure. So this time I'm definitely going to step it up and take it to him this time. I think you'll see a completely different style to what you normally see. So
I think that's a fair comment, because on a recent loss that you had, it could be down to a judge's perspective, and on the previous bout where there's a lot of controversy, it could be on a judge's perspective. For me personally, as I said, you're right, I love the way you sit back as a boxer. You're very good defensively, and I think if you get that balance, I always say when Jordan's on form, you're hard to beat by anyone. You know, when you are on form, you are really hard to beat.
Yeah, that last fight, he brought it to me, and he was the busier fighter. After watching it back, I still think I outlanded him, landed cleaner punches, but he was the busier man, and the judges that night must have preferred that sort of style of boxing. So I just got to make sure from now on I don't let that happen.
Well, as I said, the one good thing about this one is you fought Stu before, you know each other, but I imagine the other side of the coin is, although you're going to change your plan, he must have taken heart from that. So he must be quite confident himself coming and saying, hey, well, I heard all about Jordan, but I took him all the way. He's obviously thinking of going one better this time, but you must be aware of that.
Yeah, like I say, he's probably got a bit more confidence, seeing that he did go the distance with me, but that was me at 50%, if that. So this time I'm going to make sure I'm fully fit, and I don't think it will go over distance this time. Like, I'm coming to take his head off.
That's good stuff. Jordan, I wish you all the best, and I will be there with you on that night. Thank you.
Jordan, just quickly, just look down the camera for me, because I've had no contact, unless he has. I've had no contact from Stuart Cole that he wasn't attending. If you got a message from down the camera that you know that he's not here right now, what you got to say to him?
I hope you're training, Stu, but I don't think this time it's going to be enough, because this time I'm going to make sure it's not a close decision.
There we go. So look, thanks for hanging about, and obviously, unfortunately, we've got Tom Benfield. Your opponent's not here. The Quince boxers were here, but there was 3 of the gym guys that unfortunately didn't attend. I was unaware of that. But you're here, that's the main thing. Thank you for being patient. Your last fight, you got the win on MCP. You know, you've had mixed results on events. You've boxed on my show before. But Liam Walsh now, you know, for me, I think this is a challenge for you. But a challenge that's not out of your reach, because you are, you know, you're improving all the time.
Yeah, he definitely is a step up, because in the nicest possible way, my last guy didn't turn up to fight. But I'm confident. I've noticed he got a bit of reach on me, but I spar people bigger than me, bigger than him all the time, so I'm not too worried about that.
Well, you mentioned about sparring. I mean, there's a couple of boys in this room now. We've got the champ. You know, we've got UK's #1 James Surrey. We've got Ollie Kilgore. If this man didn't have those injuries, I'm telling you, this man is something else as well. But your gym just breeds top fighters. Alfie Connolly, I like with champion. Grant Mallinson, great fighter. Carl Mallinson, great fighter. I could sit here probably for 5 minutes, just name boom, 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 boom. But Tom Benfield, is that going to be added to that list?
Definitely one day. Obviously, I've got a long way to go until I can be put up with names like that. But the intention is one day that people will talk about me in that way, yes.
Listen, that's great. And like I say, unfortunately, he's not here. Same what I said to Jordan. Have you got a message for Liam? He's not made it. He's probably going to see this tomorrow, Tuesday. What have you got to say to him?
I just hope you turn up on the day. Oh, and one more thing. I noticed that me and Liam both have a mutual loss in Brandon Burton. So if Brandon wants to get that fight on after I beat Liam, that's all good with me.
Look at that. We're getting call-outs all over the place here. So we've got one more thing I want to just do before people go. I want to talk to a man called Dean Turner from West Oxon, a charity format. But I just want to, if I could ask you just for 2 minutes to hang about, that'd be brilliant. But Malcolm, they're going to have a picture and a round of applause for Jordan and Tom. Thank you very much.
Yeah,